Last night, in a sudden and unexpected twist, journalists from 4 communities across eastern South Dakota were notified that their newspapers were shutting down and they were being let go. Dakota News Now saw the email, which was sent to their employees last night, and many today are sharing their thanks to the community and their anger at their parent company. Sam Schauer spoke to the Dakota Scout about how these papers were suddenly dropped. He joins us live in studio. Good evening, Sam.
Good evening, Kara. News Media Corporation was the parent company to 4 papers in the state and owners to newspapers across 5 states. Today, they were all shut down. Now, mostly all these communities don't have another paper to turn to, and this could be the start of a new future of smaller communities without a local paper.
Wednesday night, hundreds of employees received this sudden email. Brookings, Redfield, Huron, and Moody County were affected by this shutdown and no longer have any local newspapers to inform the public. Former Argus Leader reporter and co-owner of the Dakota Scout, Joe Sneevy, knew something like this would happen.
Executives don't seem to commit resources to covering communities, and then they wonder why they see revenues fall.
The Plainsman managing editor Benjamin Chase on Facebook saying, quote, "No one in Huron nor any of the other papers knew this was coming today. We're all in shock and attempting to figure out how to move forward." He later adds in an emotional post that, quote, "Huron's paper now has more than a dozen employees who are now wondering how they will feed their families the rest of this month." The Brookings Register with an emotional goodbye and an explanation saying, quote, "Make no mistake, we're closed for now as a result of poor corporate management." The statement ends saying, quote, "I hope it's not the end of the Brookings Register, but it's the end of this version of it anyway." Many people on social media speaking out on the shuttering of newspapers that have been around in South Dakota since the late 1800s. Brookings City Council member Nick Wendell said, quote, "It's shocking that South Dakota's 4th largest city, home to the state's largest university, no longer has a newspaper." He ends with, quote, "Perhaps there is a pathway to a new locally owned publication focused on the Brookings region. But for now, Brookings will be a lesser community without our newspaper."
This will create an opportunity for a new era of journalism, and they might be without a newspaper for a minute, but there will be something in its place because journalism is important.
In response to the Brookings Register's closing, the Dakota Scout will be sending papers and start covering more of Brookings. We also reached out for a comment to News Media Corporation about their sudden closing, and so far, we haven't heard anything back.